baby, what do you have on? You smell so good. Like, I'm going to go get the ring today. Coffee has arrived now, baby. I was at the Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nina. Today we're going to be discussing a fragrance that I purchased that I really like, but I actually haven't worn it that often. I actually feel like this is something I need to pull out a little more often. You may or may not have heard of this. This launched in 2021. It's by Tiffany Co. And it is called Tiffany Gold. I adore this fragrance. And like, if you look in the bottle, you see there's some words in the background. It says Tiffany Gold. It says notes of black currant, blue rose, and amberette seed. So I feel like those are some of the notes. But we're gonna discuss this fragrance. So it retails for $138 for a 2.5 ounce. This is a 2.5 ounce. The main accords are musky, rose, floral, powdery, fruity, iris, and woody. The only one out of these that I think that I haven't really smelt in this is powdery. The top notes are black currant. The middle notes are blue rose and iris. And the base notes are musk and amberette. Now we're gonna spray this, we're gonna try it, and we're gonna see how we feel about it. When I say that this fragrance is the epitome of femininity, this is the most feminine fragrance I have ever smelled in my life. This is absolutely not a unisex fragrance. A man cannot wear this. Of course, a man can wear this, but I don't think it's a masculine fragrance. So let me rephrase that. I need to spray some more. I think of this and I think of a dainty woman. Someone that is, I don't know, someone very dainty and classy and sophisticated and like just so feminine. I know two people, and I don't want to name them on here, but one of them is the VP for a company that I work for. I definitely feel like she fits this fragrance. It's not necessarily a mature fragrance but it's not mature. It's so feminine. Like, it's so feminine. I definitely smell the black currant. I smell the blue rose, and I smell iris, and I smell amberette. I don't smell the musk though. The musk is the only one out of these that I actually do not smell. This fragrance actually does linger. It's an E2 perfume, of course, because, you know, I don't purchase very many toilettes. Now, I have smelled Tiffany & Co's fragrances in the past. I did not absolutely love them like I love this one. This is definitely one that I really do like. I love this one a lot. I definitely think this is a layerable fragrance. I think if I was gonna layer this with anything, I think Vanilla 28 by Kayali, I would definitely layer it with, because it would add just a little bit vanilla and a little sweetness to the black currant and the blue rose and the iris and the amberette. It says that there's fruity accords. That is one that I don't smell. I don't smell fruity. Now I am starting to smell powdery, but not heavy powdery. It doesn't smell like a heavy powder. It smells like a very airy powder, because I know a lot of times when you smell airy, you think dry. It doesn't smell like that. I actually do really like this one. I know I've said that probably like 15 million times, but there's not a lot of fragrances that I think it's the epitome of femininity. Like, I think if you look up one of the most feminine fragrances on the market right now, I'm pretty sure that this would actually come up. because it is absolutely a very feminine fragrance. It is very graceful, just a different type of fragrance than I guess most of the fragrances that I actually end up going for. It has like amber and woodsy notes, and this doesn't have woodsy notes. This doesn't have anything fruity. I mean, I guess it does have like a slight woody note, but nothing like what I normally would wear. I think this would probably be really nice with Baccarat. I also think Gentle Fluidity, this would probably be a really nice fragrance with it. Like I said before, the Vanilla 28 would be a great fragrance with this. This would add a little bit of vanilla to it. I also think the Gucci Flora would also be another one that I would probably recommend to layer this with. This is one that you could layer the Flower Bomb Nectar with. I think this one would be a very easy fragrance to layer with. I think it would be extremely easy to layer this fragrance because it's very soft, it's very airy, and it does linger, but you can always add like a note or two to it. You can cocktail it and make the fragrance that you'd like to make. But it's definitely a beautiful fragrance. But what I will say is I think that this is a safe blind buy. So, you know, sometimes there's fragrances that you'd say, I don't think this is safe to do a blind buy. I absolutely think that this is a safe blind buy. I think this is a safe fragrance to buy for a wife or a girlfriend or someone that you're purchasing a fragrance for, or even your mom or your aunt or your sister. I feel like this is a fragrance like that. I think this is a very safe buy. I think anyone that smells this will actually like this because it's not too much, it's not too little. It's feminine, so especially if it's a very feminine woman, I think she would love this one. I think that this is an all year round fragrance. I definitely feel like if I had to identify one time of the year most with this fragrance, or a season that I would think I would mostly recommend it, I think I would say spring, because it is airy. That would be the only reason why I would say that. See, as it's dried down, I smell powdery, but it's not, I definitely do smell the powder now, but I still don't smell fruity. And I guess slight musky, slight, very, very slight. I bought this back around Christmas time, and I haven't worn it very often. And I definitely, it's funny because when you start pulling out fragrances to review, I feel like that's when I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot about this one. This is not one that I really kind of had on my radar, but I had, at that time, I started really getting into niche fragrances. I started really purchasing Kilian and Maison Francis and Perfume de Marly. So I think that they kind of almost overpowered my thought process when it came to this fragrance. But I definitely feel like this is a fragrance I need to pull out. I am recording this before my birthday, and my birthday is May 18th. So you guys are going to see this probably before or after. And I will be going away for my birthday. And I think I'll actually take this with me on vacation. I think that this is definitely something easy to spray. And it's only 2.5 ounces. So this is something I can actually travel with. I think this would probably be a fragrance that you can wear anytime, any season, date night, not date night. Although I will say this is very feminine and it does have a lot of projection, but I don't know if it's a fragrance that I feel like would stop him in his tracks. So I feel, because again, you know, Baccarat and like other fragrances like that, I think those are stop me in the track kind of fragrances. So if you really want to stop him in his tracks, this would probably not be the fragrance that I would recommend. I feel like this is for like that you've already been in this relationship and you kind of just want to spray something, but you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to wear. Okay, let me pick up Tiffany Co Gold. I think this is one of those, but I don't think it's a first date fragrance because of course the first date you're trying to make an impression. And I think, honestly, I feel like the best fragrance to wear on a first date is Baccarat or Gentle Fluidity, because that's gonna stop him in his tracks and be like, babe, what do you have on? You smell so good. You gotta be my wave. Like, I'm going to go get the ring today. That's those type of fragrances. So I don't feel like this is that fragrance, but I definitely think it's a very feminine fragrance. And I think that is definitely something that's very wearable all the time, but it's not a stop you in the tracks fragrance. So if you're looking for the best date night fragrance, I probably wouldn't recommend this for like a first date or someone that you don't really know very well and you want to make an impression. Because I don't believe that this doesn't scream boss. This just screams feminine, soft. So I would think a woman that would wear this fragrance, what I would kind of think is her bedroom would be very plush. It would be cream. She would have lots of very, very soft pillows. Her linen would be not even linen. It would be silk. Like, I hope that's kind of giving you an idea of what I mean. That's definitely what I would think of. So this does not scream like boss woman to me, but this definitely screams dainty and elegant and sophisticated and someone that always has heels on and you hear her clack, 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 clack them all. But she's just, that's what I think of when I think of this fragrance. This is definitely a fragrance that I think you guys will really like. And like I said, I think this is definitely a very safe blind buy as a gift. And I don't think a lot of fragrances are safe buys for for gifts or blind buys. This is definitely one of those. If you guys like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching.